Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Andrew the Moo, and here we are with another episode of Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge, Chapter 13, the most aggravating level in the entire game to date, the Vampire Brothers. Yeah, for all the complaints that I had about other levels in this game, this one has to be the most annoying to me. And the gates to the area open up, and as we head through there, we are greeted with a brand new enemy. Yeah, that's right. It's the giant skeletons, but these are Vikings. You know, these are the ghosts of spirits from Norse legend, and they have gigantic axes to go along with them. And you notice the fight music has changed. Earlier it was a mock-up of Halloween Town. Now they've got a mock-up of This Is Christmas, and you see how quickly he changed into Oogie mode, and how he went all neon, and how his attacks have gotten so much stronger. So what you want to do is you want to take the Santa costume, you want to drop a present down, and you don't want to do like I do and just completely mess up. But yeah, you want to get these guys freaked out and back down to normal mode. That makes them a whole lot more manageable. So we got the first one down, and we're going to have to fight 3 of them here in just a moment, but that'll be fine. We can deal with these guys. Really and truly, what you want to do is, if you are able to, is, of course, you want to dodge the attacks. You don't want to just sit there and get nailed like I am. But you want to try to get them from behind, because if you attack them from the front, they're going to block your attacks with their axe. And after you have so many hits on these guys, they drop their axe. And so if you can grab that axe, and then you can smack them around with that axe. Only problem is they're going to start blocking after a while, but, you know, that axe is going to give you a little bit of added damage there. We've got 2 down, we've got 1 left to go, and we're going to be done with this here very, very shortly. Hopefully this guy is going to die. By the way, while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and admit something. This is post-commentary. The audio commentary I had for this level somehow ended up corrupted. Only about a minute of it actually recorded, which is fine because all it was about 30 minutes of me screaming and being aggravated. So we're going to get to that shortly. But here's what you're going to want to do starting out. We're not going to quite go to the area we need to go to. We're going to go exploring something different just a little bit first. You go around this way and you go up here. And that's going to take you there, and then there's one more hook you grab a hold of. Yep, no, Jack, wrong way. You don't go there. No. Okay, for some reason, we're not going to head in that direction, but anyway, had you kept going that way, there would be a random coin generator for you. And I don't know why I just went halfway there and stopped. But there's a random coin generator there. It'll give you many skull coins, or a different number of skull coins, depending on when you touch it. But that's up there for you. Run in here, grab the note. And the note says, essentially, that Oogie Boogie transformed us into 4 bats. Find us and return us to our coffins. Now, I want you to keep that in mind, because they just said, hey, Oogie Boogie's turned us into bats. Come get us. Keep that in mind when we get to a part at the very end of this chapter, because I've got a question that I want to ask, and I'm going to ask. And if you get out here, you see the first bat right there ready, and you notice that the exclamation point that I got disappeared. If you freak these guys out, it's going to take away one of your exclamation points. So you might have a lot of goodwill built up with a lot of exclamation points. If these guys get freaked out and run, that takes one away from you, and so yeah, you've lost out there. So you've got to be really good about getting the exclamation points and really good about grabbing these guys before something bad happens. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this guy that we captured, and I'm going to put him into his coffin. And in the test run, they didn't tell you which one was which. I had to use the process of elimination to figure out the right one. But we go into our inventory, we grab the vampire bat, and we've got a cutscene coming up in just a moment. So, guys, we'll hop into that cutscene, and I will see you all in just a moment.
At last, I'm my old self.
What happened?
My brothers and I opposed Oogie's plan. We told him this isn't the Halloween you wanted, so he tricked us and trapped us in our bat fawn. Sorry, Jack. While I was a bat, I couldn't recognize you.
Are your brothers stuck as bats, too?
Yes, but I'll need help finding them. Oh, my strength.
You look undead tired. You should rest. I'll find your brothers.
For generations, we vampires have been entrusted to guard the key to the mayor's house. Jack, take this. My brothers will have the remaining pieces of the key.
That's right, guys. They have the keys to the mayor's house. Not the mayor. The mayor doesn't have them. They have them. Now, here's the question. Jack, when I was a bat, I didn't recognize you. Jack, here's a note from us. We've been turned into bats. It didn't say he's turning us. It says he's turned us into vampire bats, if I remember correctly. And if I'm wrong, I'll point that out in the video. But I believe that said that he has turned us into vampire bats. Well, if they didn't recognize Jack, or, there's something wrong with their memories, maybe, okay, now, understandably, it could have been something that could have taken time, that at first they recognized everything, but as time went on, things began to change a little bit, and they weren't their old selves again. I can kind of understand that. And, oh, now I'm actually heading over to that area, so I guess something kind of changed there. But anyway, as I was saying a moment ago, you head up here, bloop, and then you walk over to this one over here, and you actually have to be able to grab it. Come on, Jack. There you go. And then you grab that one and swing over, and there's the random generator coin that gets you, in this instance, it got me 354 coins. But every time you touch it, it's going to be something different. Okay, as I was saying a moment ago, while we head on out, maybe this is a process that took time, and at first they recognized everything, but as they stayed in their bat form, they slowly lost their memories. I'm not quite sure, but it just seems weird to me. He's like, oh, Jack, here's a note from us. We've been transformed into vampire bats. And then turns around, Jack, we didn't recognize you while we were bats. What? I don't quite understand that. Anyway, you want to run through here. You should recognize this area because we went through here in the last episode. But, yeah. No, wait, we didn't go through... No, we didn't go through here in the last episode. I have just completely gotten everything mixed up. But you want to go through here. We went through here in the last episode. The gate was just unlocked this episode. It's been a busy past couple of weeks. I've had some issues recording this game. And I've also had finals coming up, or finals that just ended yesterday, which is one of the reasons why I had Undertale readily recorded and ready to go. So I was able, thankfully, to get the Undertale videos up. But once you come through here, you got trash cans instead of pumpkins, and I used the wrong item there. Yep, still using the wrong item. There we go. We want to be Christmassy Jack and unlock these guys and freak them out and transform them into lesser skeletons that won't absolutely try to destroy me. And look at that combo go up just a little bit. But anyway, I had finals coming up. Those are over. So that should give me time to get some Nightmare Before Christmas episodes recorded without any worries. And so don't have to worry about that. You see there's a door there. We're not going to go through that door right now. That's a hidden area. And we're not going to really worry about that because if we went through that, it would take way too much time in this in this game. But what you want to do is burn through these two right here and head up the stairs. And you get to see me make a royal mistake here in just a moment because I decided to try to skip something and the game did not allow it. So yeah, it didn't quite work out in my favor. But anyway, you get up here to the top and you get an area that you can join on to. And once you do, you hear some old familiar music. And I said, nope, we're done here. We're done here. And I tried, and I figured I'd try to jump for it, and it didn't quite work out in my favor, did it, guys? I dropped down, and yeah. So I'm trying to figure out where I am at this moment, and I know I'm somewhere around here, and there's only one area that I can really go to, and that's the gate that's right there. So yeah, we're 10 minutes into this almost, and we have gone how far? Yeah. We've gotten 1 out of 4 ghosts, 4 bats, but thankfully, we'll have some more bats here in just a moment. So we want to wander through this area, and guess what? This should look very familiar to us. We're right back at the entrance to the sewers, where we were a moment ago. All right. Isn't this fun? Isn't this great? This doesn't seem like padding at all, you know? So far, this is the big problem that I've got with this game is, like, there's certain things with the story that haven't made a whole lot of sense to me from a story standpoint. And I've been bringing those things out, and I just said, forget that. I'm skipping this. I'm running past this, not taking the time to deal with it. But also, some of the levels seem as if, they just don't, to me, it doesn't scream Nightmare Before Christmas as far as, the storyline. The big thing that I've wanted answered, and hopefully it'll be answered before the end of the game, is why is it that Oogie Boogie is now, resurrected? In the movie, he died. It was that final bug that was like, my bugs, my bugs, my bugs, and then Jack stepped on it, thus killing Oogie Boogie. Now, is it the fact that in the Halloween town nothing really dies? Is that it? That Oogie Boogie, really and truly, he didn't really die. His essence survived, even though the bugs were crushed, and all it took was a matter of time for him to come back? Was there some sort of resurrection spell that was cast upon him, a la King of Hearts 2? Or something of that nature? That's one of those things that I would really like explained to me, although I don't know if they're going to do it in the game. And again, there's just certain things that I would really like, done. Gameplay-wise, there seems to be a lot of padding, and it just doesn't feel in line with Nightmare Before Christmas. But I'm going to do my best to fulfill the promise that I made. I said I'm going to try to finish this game by December 25th. When this game goes up, it will probably go up on the 16th. That will give me some time, and being the fact there are 24 missions, and yeah, 24 missions on this game, it's going to be kind of hard for me to hit Christmas, but I'm going to do what I can, and we'll just see how we do. It can't hurt to try, right, guys? So anyway, I'll give more. I'll do more about the game, and I'll probably mention more in a kind of a review type thing in the credits. And stuff like this has actually made me think about something I'd like to do after I finish the video game. And you see me taking my time there because I'm like, I am not falling. And you go through there, and it takes you to a hidden area, and you're thinking to yourself, wait a minute, I'm at a hidden area now. Did I go in the wrong direction? You actually have to go to a hidden place because there's your bats, and there's the one that you want. And if you're fast enough, you can grab that bat and run out. I wasn't because I didn't realize what was going on, and so now I'm stuck having to fight these creatures. Now, thankfully, in and out of itself, that's not going to be too difficult. The only thing I've got to worry about are these bats. That's probably the most problems that I'm going to have is dealing with them. These skeletons may get a few shots in, but they're not going to be all that difficult. But one of the things that I thought about actually doing in my videos in the future, as far as a video, is maybe doing a, you saw the exclamation point disappear. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, one of the things I thought about doing is maybe doing a retrospective of a video game after a while that I played it. Maybe doing like the Nightmare Before Christmas, retrospective. Talk about what I thought of my Let's Play, what I thought about the game in and out of itself, and things of that nature. Not just critiquing the game, because it's one thing to critique the game, but also to critique myself. I should have grabbed it right there, but I didn't. Because, man, I could have done better as far as the exclamation point count if it weren't for the fact that that ghost, that bat keeps taking it away from me. You hear me jumping from topic to topic as I play through this game, and it's just like, yeah, I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about that, I'm thinking about the other. But for defeating these guys, not only do we get the bat, but you've collected a figure of the orc skeleton, which I believe is the Viking that we dealt with a moment ago, and a great day. I cannot, there we go. So we've grabbed this bat, and now we get to move along a little bit further. We have 2 bats down. We have 2 bats to go, and we're already 14 minutes into a 25-minute video. So we can only go uphill from here. And the reason why it's 25 minutes long is because I edited this video. This is a long level. And my thoughts were dividing it into half, but I figured I'd just post it all at once and see what happens. If people want to watch the video of me giving out about this game, they're welcome to. If not, hey, that's quite all right. But anyway, what are you doing, Jack? There you go. I guess from here, what we're going to have to do is drop down. And then we drop down, and we get attacked by by the gargoyle. Now, for all the jokes I've made about the gargoyles, what does this gargoyle do? He pops me in the face. And I made sure that I popped him and killed him. That was the last time he would pop me in the face. But we're back to where we were earlier, and it's kind of cheap when the camera works in such a way that you can't see what's coming. And so all of a sudden I get hit because I can't see these skeletons or the trash cans until it's too late. But, you know, I'm not a game designer or anything of that nature. I shouldn't really, well, no, actually, I do have the right to complain about things that I think are cheap, and that, in my opinion, is cheap. I'm wondering if they use the Devil May Cry, engine for this game, because there's a lot about it that reminds me of Devil May Cry, and there are even certain things that remind me about Resident Evil, but the thing that reminds me about Devil May Cry is some of the aspects of fighting, the camera in the game, and I've got to tell you, I'm not a huge fan of all of it. But here we are back at the beginning of the sewers, and I'm not realizing it. No, actually, I did realize it. That's good. And then you go back up this way, and it should take you to very familiar territory. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see some jump cuts here in just a moment. Because I messed up here a lot. I mean a lot. So we hop up this way, and you want to grab hold of that. Move along this way, and there's a little thing we can grab onto there, and there's our bat friend. And we want to try to get him, and I try to grab him, but instead, Jack grabbed the hook, which is great, unless you're me. But there's our little bat friend, and there's a bonefish. And if you're not careful, you're going to hit the bonefish. And you're going to hit the bonefish, and you're going to fall. But eventually, if you're good, or lucky in my case, you're going to grab the other vampire bat. Trust me, you don't want me to sit and sit and sit as far as on me messing up and falling. So that's 3 down. We have 3 of these guys down. We have 1 more to go. So then we're going to turn around and we're going to do another jump cut. I'm right there. And you want to swing over here because I want to show what happens. Because I fell down a 3rd time. And somehow I missed the bonefish. I don't know how I did it just then. I'm not going to complain or anything because I missed the bonefish. But see that hook right there? Once you gather this guy, you want to grab this hook. You want to fly up here. By the way, you can't grab these guys in any specific order because they don't appear until you've gotten one or the other. So you can't wait and save that one guy for last.
My dearly abhorred denizens of Oogie Town, thanks to my own diabolically ingenious thinking, I have decided to become ruler of not only Oogie Town, but all the holidays as well. We will soon be able to celebrate Oogie Boogie Day 7 days every year. Preparations have already been made. I will go secure the final remaining holiday myself. After all, I have a debt to repay. Soon, I shall be the 7 Holidays King. So stay tuned.
All right, so Oogie Boogie has explained his plan. Notice we've been gathering holiday doors as we've been playing through this game. We have gotten the Valentine's Day door. We've gotten the Independence Day door. We've gotten the Thanksgiving Day door. I'm trying to remember how many other doors we've gotten. I think we may have gotten the St. Patrick's Day door as well. So, you know, but he wants to be the ruler of 7 Days Land, and now we get to go through the arduous process of trying to get the bat. We've killed almost all the other bats, but we're trying to get the one bat. The one bat is what we're going to need, and this is probably the hardest part in trying to get the vampire bat that you need because of the fact that you can't sneak up on the little cracker. But with that guy down, we should be a whole lot better as far as getting our bats. But, I mean, it's just an aggravating process. You know what? I am going to cut it here until we get the bat. Finally, we got the bat, and it took so much longer than I wanted it to. At this point, you know, it's very disconcerting, and I went ahead and did a jump cut where we're straight at the vampire brother's house. That's what you need to do. Take him to the vampire brother's house. We've got some more cutscenes up ahead, so I'm going to let you guys enjoy the cutscenes, and I will see you guys in just a few moments. Go ahead and get the next vampire bat, and...
Here, Jack. Take this.
Thanks. Rest easy now.
All right.
Here, Jack. We're counting on you.
Good night, and unpleasant dreams.
This is the last piece.
Thanks.
Now the way to the mayor's house has been opened to you, Jack. We have to tell you about Oogie's plan. He used his henchmen to abduct the other holiday leaders.
They dragged the leaders here, then took away the holiday doors so the leaders couldn't return to their own worlds. Lock, Shock, and Barrel then hid the doors in each area of the town so they wouldn't be discovered.
So, the leaders of Valentine's Day, Easter, Thanksgiving, and the other holidays are being held prisoners somewhere in this town?
Precisely. Oogie's plan is to take over the holidays and become the 7 Holidays King.
The 7 Holidays King? This is intolerable!
First, you have to find the holiday door. Otherwise, you won't be able to return the leaders, even if you find them. Take back those doors and find out where the leaders are being held.
And so that's going to be our mission in the next round, or the next level. We are going to take all of these keys that we have gotten, and we are going to take them to the mayor's house. We're going to get to the mayor's house, and we're going to see what we can find out. And notice we got 4 pieces of the key. And you're probably wondering, well, why doesn't it go together and make one key? And you'll find out in the next episode. And you see we got the 4 doors. We don't have the Independence Day door yet. It's the Valentine's Day door that I was thinking about. I have jumped ahead. Spoiler alert. We're going to get the Independence Day door shortly. Rip Randy Quaid. And so we finally get to the point where we find out how we've done on this level. And I don't have high hopes, obviously. Yay, 29 minutes. It's a C rank. Hey, we at least got... oh. I've got no excuse right now. I sucked it up this level. I did my best, but in the end, it didn't even matter. I still get a C rank. But anyway, we will see you guys in the very next episode, Chapter 14, as we head to the mayor's house. And guys, we will see you then. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye now.